Hi, great beans, Davorka again. Um, and since I just finished UPW, I decided to actually share some nuggets with you that I take off, and I'm going to share them in future videos also. So today I would like to talk to you about something that is actually thing number one for you that you need to start exercising if you want to have the life of your dreams. So of course everything can happen, everything is possible, and of course difficulties are going to come to your experience and to your life. You're going to have obstacles and problems and difficult people that you need to handle, and just you're going to have to deal with that thing. But it's a big difference if your approach to any difficulties that you have in life is from the state of, oh my God, how can I survive this? Or from the state of, oh, this is interesting. Let's see how we can make this happen. Or one thing that Tony actually said that when he is faced with somebody who is really difficult and challenging, he's like, oh, we're the opponent. And it just makes me laugh because it makes so much sense. Yeah, it's everything is about your state of mind. So the most important thing, and thing number one for you whenever you are faced with anything in your life, is you have to understand where you are in your mind. So what is your state of mind? And how Tony and his colleagues have explained, and the way that they explained it, just it's so logical, of course. And yes, if you are approaching most of your life and most of your day, of course we all do have those moments when we just fall down, mentally. And that's normal. It should be like that, because of course if you're all the time happy and euphoric, you would be bored after a while. Nobody can be euphoric and happy all the time. And unfortunately, almost everybody can be really, really down and really sad and really miserable for a longer period of time. But when you are sad, miserable for a longer period of time, you just sink further and further down. But it goes the same in a different way. If you're mostly euphoric and happy, you do go even higher than that. So everything is needed. Minus and plus is needed. The only and the main difference is how you approach your life and how you approach your whatever situation is in front of you. So Tony and his colleagues, they say, okay, one of the most important thing that you should do every day as soon as you wake up is just put yourself in the peak state. So when you put yourself in your peak state, that means energy high, then, in a way, you are forming your day to come. So just imagine whenever you were so blissful, so happy, and somebody comes to you and tells you, okay, this is the problem, you would approach that problem from a completely different vantage point than if that was not the case, that you were not so happy, you were miserable, and then you come and it's like, oh my God, another thing. And it's like at that point you're just faced with a wall and you don't know how to see the out of this situation. But when you are euphoric and when you prime yourself and put yourself in that big state and you go out and you face the world, and whatever difficulties come your way, I'm not saying that you're going to just dismiss it. Of course you're not. It's of course that it's going to affect you on some level, but how much and on how many levels is that going to affect you? This is the thing that you can control, and this is something that is in your hands actually. So put yourself in a peak state, and how to do that. So I did mention in my review of UPW is that UPW is like aerobic exercise all the time. So what they do, they actually start jumping and dancing right away in the morning. So By doing that, of course, at the beginning, you don't feel like it. You really don't feel like, waking up really early if you're not that kind of a person. And I'm not an early person. I'm not an early riser. I was always a night owl and I always liked being awake for a longer period in the night and then sleep into a little bit longer into the morning. But of course, sometimes you can't, and especially if you're working and you have other obligations, getting kids to school, you can't. You just can't do that, right? But what you can do is actually prime yourself and just put yourself in that state. So since actually UPW, every morning when I wake up, I go downstairs, usually to the basement if somebody is sleeping in my house, and me and my girl who is going to school and because of whom I'm waking up in the morning, we are going down and then we dance like crazy to one song. And after that, we feel, like waking up, of course, and it's much easier to go further with your day and just, face the day and whatever comes in that day for you. And it's really interesting because my girl couldn't wait and she actually loves it and she enjoys it. And today is the fourth day after the end of UPW, and this morning everybody was awake because even my little daughter, she woke up really early in the morning. So my mom also woke up and everybody was awake, and we actually danced all together. So it was so cool, guys. It was really cool and it was really fun, and you feel connected a little bit more. And it's so silly and it's so stupid and it's so simple. It's really so simple. If somebody in your household doesn't want to go on that train with you being silly and being stupid and just acting like you don't care, and you have no care in the world, that's okay. Do not force them because it's not their time. Maybe they're not ready. You do your own stuff. And most of the time, when we are doing something and that thing is working, then people notice us and then people become open to see what's happening, and maybe for them to try that the same, because then they are intrigued because you are like everything works for you. How come? What kind of magic are you using? Like, on what kind of drugs are you? So it's really simple, it's really easy. Do whatever brings you up. And I do know that actually music is like universal. It brings up everybody. So put some beat that is going to raise your energy level and just dance for a minute or two. It doesn't have to be something crazy. It doesn't have to be half an hour. Minute or two is enough. You just need to raise your energy levels and then you're good to go. Of course, you can do it more time in a day, but everything is up to you. There are no rules. You are making your own rules. And one thing that why is that important? I didn't explain that. It's because we are two parts, right? We are this spiritual part, and we are this body, which is actually biochemical part. So whenever you rise your energy, your brain releases dopamines and endorphins, and those are the good chemicals. And the more of that you're doing, your body is learning on that, right? And your body likes consistency, and whatever is consistent, it's the body after a while is going to take it over and it's going to be on the autopilot. So that means you are actually changing your state and you are actually teaching your body what you want, and you're not on just autopilot of the situations that were before, because most of us we are just going through the life uh, the way that things are coming our way, we are not thinking about it. We are not thinking about being in control. We are just like, okay, this is happening, I need to face it, I need to fix it. Or and you're not thinking about your state, you're not thinking about where you are and what your energetical levels are. And of course that's completely normal, because we were not taught to do that. But now I'm teaching you do that, and it's so simple. It's so stupid and it's so silly actually. Let's all be silly, because you know, let's laugh at ourselves and just have fun. Just have fun. And it doesn't have to be for a long period of time. Just start with small adjustments, and that means like dance for 2 minutes. It's not going to, it's not going to kill you if you're all alone, or if you have people who are against you learning this stuff, because they don't know, they don't understand it. I understand it, believe me. I have been going through that, and in a way I'm still going through that. But at this point I just decided to do my own stuff. And you know what, people who were against me, they are changing slowly, but they are changing. So everything is possible, guys. It just depends on you, where you are and where is your state of mind, and how open are you to change your life. Because let's face it, it's so much easier to stay the same old, because that is something that we are used to. But you know what, every change, it is difficult a little bit at the beginning, but after that it's also going to be same old for you. So it's up to you, how much do you love your life at this moment, and how much do you want to change, and how much do you want to succeed in something, whatever that is, or change something in your life. So this is the just the step number one. Put yourself in a peak state every day, actually every day. If you forget about it in the morning, that's okay, because I'm sure you're going to have at least 1 to 2 minutes by yourself somewhere, and just crack it up, be silly to yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and just laugh at yourself. Be your own best friend, that has that inner joke that nobody else understands. So do that to yourself, you deserve that. Okay, so this was the nudget number one from the UPW that I learned. And for me it's working. Let me tell you, like, you let me know how it's working for you. Okay, bye bye for now. See you on my next video. Until then, you know the drill. Comment, please do comment. Let me know how is this working for you, and is it working for you after a few days. Don't comment after a first day. It doesn't make any sense. And of course, hit like, subscribe, and share my videos with whomever you think would enjoy them, actually. Okay, bye bye for now.